Hello, YouTube. Hi. Hello. Laura said hi to Twitch. You know, meet and greet and all that. Hi, YouTube. So for both of you, welcome to day 45, I believe is what we're on, here on the lovely December 7th. Today and I guess subsequently the next few days, assuming how long this takes, we're going to be doing Pokemon until I get the Shiny Bulbasaur. So for YouTube, if you like the Pokemon stuff, cool. You're going to get some of those back to back. If you are more of a fan of the Chrono Trigger or Metroid Prime 3 playthroughs, sorry, those are going to be kind of temporarily held until I get this silly Pokemon, because this stream we're going to be reaching odds. I'm not going to end stream until I get to odds, no matter how tired I am. So we're going to be going for a little while on that. But yeah, I want to get the Shiny Bulbasaur if it gets to odds, and I don't want to dilly-dally too much, like, on, like, being stuck above odds, because there's so many Pokemon this I need to get, and I kind of need to focus up and get out of... I need to get the third of the starters so I can finally get out of Professor Oak's office. And start getting progress back on Fire Red, as well as, starting to get progress and get caught up in Leaf Green as well. Though this time we won't be getting the Magikarp, because we'll actually be doing our Magikarp hunt from the guy we buy him from. Alright, so, first check of the day. We have a male and female Bulbasaur. But yeah, so, you know. I guess as all things go, if you happen to be, you know, listening, grab some hot cocoa, since it is winter. Sit back, relax, and enjoy my misery. As I still probably don't get a shiny this entire time. Yep, first check of the day, there is no shiny. We are starting at 7,700. So it'll take, was it 492 checks? Is essentially how many checks we're going to be doing today. That's obviously, you know, quite a lot of, like, resets with there being 2. That's probably going to end up going to probably the 4-hour mark, which means I'll be ending around 5, I think so, today. Hi, Chip. How are you? Why no shiny? I don't know, man. There's 1 in 8,000-ish odds are killing me. You're sick? Why is everybody sick? Why am I the only one that's not sick? I'm not complaining, just... Well, you know what? I can't say anything. I was sick just a little bit ago. Like, a couple weeks ago. And you can actually hear that in the recordings. Like, I sound stuffed. And I partially do now, too, but that's just because, like, one of my nostrils is... a little annoyed at the moment. Cass got you sick and you're a little frustrated? Yeah, because you're sick. I hate being sick. It's one of those things where, like, if I don't feel like a Victorian plague child, I am angry a lot of the time. Because I don't want to be sick. I don't want to have to keep blowing my nose for like 40 minutes. I don't want to have to keep coughing. I get it. What kind of, is that why? Oh yeah, because you were talking about the fever. By the way, as like a PSA, I'm not like a virologist or anything like that. But as a PSA, if there's a fever, more than likely you're going to catch it if you stay within close proximity. So, if someone has a fever, try to stay away from them. Or wear a mask. Because they still need that soup. That good old chicken noodle. Whether it's Lipton or Campbell's. You're near her a lot? Well, yeah. I would imagine so. You're probably, you know, sleeping in the same bed and everything. That's how usually Cat gets me sick. We're laying on each other at the ER. Well, they only have one bed. I mean, a 101 fever is pretty bad. So, I think I'm gonna wait for it to get 102 before I try to go into the ER. Ah, yes, right in the perfect cough zone. Wow, your ER must have been pretty busy. Now imagine how busy it'd be if we had free healthcare. Very funny time to be mentioning that, I say. But But aside from the whole sickness, you know, getting down with the sickness, how are you otherwise? I saw that you were drawing again. Now that your addiction to Veilguard has temporarily subsided. And you can get back to writing? Question mark? Took the waiting room, caught her doing x-ray, and told you guys you had to wait 6 hours for the results and to just wait. Literally was charging her for every hour she's there. That's silly. I don't know how a hospital is charged, but I don't think they charge by the hour on certain things. So you left. I mean, it makes sense. But you got the results, right? Because I know it's been 6 hours. She's fine. What is it? Just the flu? The common household flu? Just a cold. I don't know, seems like a hot if she's getting a fever. Hopefully you won't hit a fever. I hate when I hit a fever. I feel like a Victorian child. Did a vid and flu test at home and she was negative for both. Gotcha. There's just a touch of the ick. You did a flu vid test. There you go. That's what we're gonna call it. Flu vid. You just said it backwards. Vid flu doesn't roll off the tongue as well as flu vid. That's great. I'm taking full credit for that. It's because Twitch will nuke you if you say the actual word. True. I think YouTube will nuke me if I say the word. You swallowed a quarter when you were a kid, you could still feel it in your throat and had a hard time breathing. You had to wait almost overnight to be seen. This is why lifesavers have holes in them, Sal. So sadly we don't install, you know, holes in our coins. On the bright side though, why don't quarters? Oh boy, I was about to make a silly thing, but make a very silly statement. Why don't quarters? Because then 4 quarters wouldn't make a whole. You're good. Other than that, thinking today is a stay-in-bed day, especially because it's raining. It sounds wonderful. Rain sounds wonderful right now. You don't like my terrible joke? Come on, funny joke. I can't do a Yoda voice. I'm the worst. I'm the best. What are you talking about? If I was the worst, then why would you be my friend? Wouldn't that imply that you're also the worst? And also, I did warn you beforehand it was a terrible thing, and I decided I was going to switch to saying it. You might play a Veilguard. You just got over your addiction and got back to drawing. Play Sims instead. Yes, you are. No, but Solus. Yeah, but think about the Sims. You still never finished your, what is it called, the Legacy Challenge? The Comfort character? Ah, yes. The Comfort Destroyer character. Finish your Legacy Challenge. Like, some shenanigan always keeps hitting you. You have to restart the challenge, yeah, because some shenanigan keeps hitting you. Like, your game freezing. Or for some reason, your baby not growing up, despite the fact that it's doing, like, menial labor or something like that. Also, weird fly. Did I increment and then reset? I don't know. Or was it gonna increment there? However, I have a raffle. Yeah. Chip loves The Sims. And like, I get it. I get why people like The Sims. Fish. Just so many mods. Exactly. I get why people like The Sims, but at the same time, I can't play it. I'm bad at simulation games, and I kind of like. Hi, Soren. Chai chai. I can't play sim games. I have a hard time with them. You fell in love with exclamation fish. It's a great thing. I probably should get it hooked up at some point or another. Soren, make the pain go away. Soren, the residential healer. Soren takes the pain and makes it their own. Put it over Mike. Yeah. What did we call them? We called them something odd. We didn't. Obviously, they're Mike Wazowski, but with like Animal Crossing character faces. But what we called them something different. Mike. Well, is it Mike Wakatsky or something like that? Something super silly. Oh wow, Soren just with that knife. I didn't even see that. Put up some of Mike's from memes and whatnot. Oh, some of the mics. Let me see those again. I didn't save any of them. I saw that some stuff was posted. I don't have Discord up on my desktop right now. It needs an update anyway. Sorry. Tell my cats I love them. You're not a sick Victorian child. What are you doing? Don't, Soren. You are currently in the lead. Don't give in to temptation. Chip's cats, they love you. One day, Striegel will get pet by me. Petting Striga is free. You don't have to gamble off of it. You're in the lead, you can get a shiny Pokemon if you literally wait, like, 3 weeks. The temptation is for sure there. Well, I'm actually doing a thing now, just because it's funny, because of Sal. Because, like, he got, what was it, 5.4 mil? Is that what it was? Did I finally remember the number right? Like, after gambling all after one of the months ended. And so now I'm giving somebody a second shiny if at the end of the month they can gamble all consecutively to beat 5.4. I will get the chance to pet Strigo one day, you promise? Oh, you don't need to promise me. I will get that pet. Strigo will get pet by me. There's no one day. Do you get another? If you can beat your own record, sure. Soren and Circle maybe sooner. Yeah, because they have the means to go to you. I don't. I was going to look at something. I forgot what it was. Oh right, it was Shrek. It was Shrek Wazowski. Right. I forgot what was posted in there. Those are cursed. Operation Roommate Part 4. What does that mean? Also, how's the audio that I'm back, back away? I know it's probably still loud, but it's probably just not as loud as it was. I don't probably sound like super bass boosted. Audio is my passion. Yo, you hugging a tree? Oh yeah, happy early Christmas, everyone. And Kwanzaa and Hanukkah. I think there's another one, but I don't remember what it is. Audio sounds good? Awesome. Like I said, audio is my passion, even though I'm bad at it. 3 of you are in talks for rooming again? Good. Good. All of you should. Like, it's so fun being around Soren and Circle. I almost slipped and said his name. It's so fun to be around them. Living with them, probably a nightmare. I'm joking. But no, it was such a blast being around both of you. Though I don't appreciate the diction to TCG Pocket that you two have thrown me into. Kwanzaa. I thought I said Kwanzaa. I said Hanukkah. I thought I said Kwanzaa first. Also, is that how you spell Kwanzaa? I thought I spelled with a Q. No worries. Take your time. Your cast is more important. It was great to hang out with me too. Aw. Yeah, because I think the only time we hung out prior was for like a couple of hours when we went to see the Blue Oyster Cult concert up north from me. And we like stayed in the hotel for like a night. That was like our first interaction, so I don't think we actually knew how to interact with each other. But it's okay. Circle was there to mediate and be the best awkward boy that he can be. Koki, if you can hear me, are you playing Marvel Rivals with Kai? Or is he just, like, playing solo? Which wouldn't make much sense for him to play solo. I was just curious if you were playing with him. He's probably playing with, like, Austin and them. So that sounds wonderful, though. I probably should play Marvel Rivals. Like, I'm not opposed to it, but I have a hard time with Overwatch games. You're always awkward, just get a little more confident in the awkwardness. Ah, okay. Yeah, you were definitely awkward the entire time we were walking around the 2 amusement parks. Absolutely, most awkward person there. Nah, I felt really like I felt like none of us were really awkward when we were down there. Like even you and Kat like interacting stuff like that. Like honestly, she so there's this little funny like theory that I have with Kat going on, and recently this has been debunked twice by her and I think a coworker. And so I'll explain in a moment. But like her and her coworker and their coworker's either friend or significant other, like she's kind of like neutral about both of them. And then you and Circle would be the second one. And she likes both of you. So this really funny theory that I've proposed, also Raffle. This really funny theory that I proposed to her was that like she has problems with twos. Hold on, let me read your message. You glad he wasn't too bad? You felt so bad because your body is garbage. Also, like hurting yourself. Oops. No, you promise you enjoyed yourself a lot. Trust me, the issues that you have, we can work around. Kat was just worried about not being able to do everything. That's the only thing that she was worried about. But no, I know she had a lot of fun. So this weird rule of twos that I proposed to her as a theory. Almost like a game theory, if you will. It essentially stated that she has a problem with twos when it comes to people. So like, one of her like, so like if she has a friend, right, that she considers a friend or an acquaintance or something like that, she's fine with them, but is not fine with her significant other, like 99% of the time. Because our friend Jack, she does not like his wife. Her friend Kyler didn't like his ex-wife. She didn't like his ex-wife. And so like I kept pointing out different things. Her boss that she's like so she's essentially like best friends with, obviously, you know, loves the dude, but hates his wife. But it also works the other way around. It just happens to be a lot of men. So Danielle, one of her old friends that she doesn't really talk too much anymore, hates her boyfriend. Like it's just for some reason it's something about twos. It's something about twos. And so this was the thing that I was essentially saying to her. And then as I was explaining it to her that she just has this problem with twos, she actually started believing in the theory. until we kind of like debunked it with the one people that she's kind of neutral about both of them, and then obviously you and Circle. It was just a funny little thing that like I ended up getting into her own head because she thought that I was on to something with her having problems with twos. Because usually what it is it's like the two people are like somehow polar opposites from each other. And so she like loves the first one, but hates the second one. But when but whenever all of us were hanging out together, she kind of realized that we're all very similar. Like in the way that like your guys' relationship is versus her and versus ours. So it's like one of those things where it's like she definitely saw that like, oh, okay, this doesn't fall in the rule of twos. But it was just a funny little coincidence that I noticed constantly. A lot of the people she had friendships with at Goodwill when she was the supervisor there, or a supervisor there, she liked the people she worked with, but she hated all their significant others. It was funny. Lucky that you and Circle are both dumb nerds. Exactly. Dumb, silly nerds. Did I get the shiny yet? Why? Koki? Koki? Can you please tell Kai to get off your account? Can't believe Kai hacked into Koki's account like that. You're at work, you can't really watch. Oh, I'm sorry. Just me with you anyway. No, I don't have it. We're at 7760. And still nothing. That's why, like, if there's ever... Hi, Koki Charcher. That's why if we ever hit, like, certain thresholds, I'll even say that I'm putting out a raffle. So that way if people happen to be lurking, they can hear what I'm saying. Hey, there's a raffle. It's interesting. You like cat and her significant other. See? See? The rule of two. See, it even affects you, Sal. Yeah, see, she absolutely adores you, but hates your best friend. Like, it's just, it's really weird. I don't get it. It's really weird like that, you know? But what's a rule of twos to do? Spit up your water. Good. It was a great joke. We be memeing up in here. There's only one way to keep my my anxiety and depression. What am I trying to say? There's only one way to keep my despair. That's the word. That's the Danganronpa word of the day. I need to find a way to keep that down by rambling about and making fun of myself. By the way, Soren, I don't know how I've managed, but somehow I'm like above both you and Circle. And I don't know how. Also, have fun with the ads, whoever happens to be stuck in that. Maybe it's because I saw the premium pass. Like... Not you. Do you even play TCG Pocket, Sal? Oh, you're talking about the ads. You're talking about the ads. How so? I meant like, I don't know how I'm higher level than both of you. Oh, by the way, since, you know, Circle, my own mod, comes to my stream less than his significant other, I would like to inform you, Soren, that the haunters, the event haunters that he's going after, like the different languages, I have 4 of them already. I have 4 different languages. I have Japanese, English, Spanish, and French. I'm now on to Dutch. You think you need to get your premium pack? Yeah, probably. My phone's going off. But yeah, it's one of the, it's I figured I'd poke fun at him by going after the same card he is. If I can trade him, cool. If I can't, well. But it's okay, he loves me. But also, what's more important, the TCG Pocket library of various different languages, or the actual pack that he has? Oh, actually, have you what's the status on the Blue Shock Haunter? You wish I clipped it, or sorry, you wish you clipped it. I I know there's a way to go back to like clip, but I don't exactly know what it is. I don't know if the stream has to end or if you can like find a way to clip it previously. I mean, you could look at something like how to clip previous part of stream that's still live, and maybe that would tell you. You'll have to ask him. All right. I haven't had a chance to. But I'm just curious if he's come to an agreement with the one person about the Blue Shock Haunter. So I know he was super happy about it. And then he went down his death spiral of trying to get all the cars that are also in different languages, and the super duper rare cars are like $20,000. Don't know how he was going to get those ones. But I guess that's why it's in this like improbable section. All right, we have hit 7776. So it's time for a raffle. How long has Circle been not on stream? He showed up to, I think, the end stream of Metroid Prime 2. But I don't know the last time he himself has streamed in his not squeaky chair anymore. Last game I think he played was either Halo or Fallout. I don't remember which one it was. But it's been a while since he streamed. So let's see here. If I go over to my YouTube, I could probably check to see when so this one? I could probably check to see when let's see here. It was streamed on the 11th or so the 18th of November. So he hasn't been around since the 18th of November. Also, Soren, you keep winning these back to back, and I'm just losing. Where's your Shrek Wazowski? Your Shrek Wazowski? I don't know. Why is Discord trying to reward me about the first Descendant? Also, who is pinging? There's so many pings going on. I heard like 3 pings, like consecutively. What is going on? Oh, that's just, I want to save that. I want to read this. Hi R3. Char. How are you, buddy? It's been a while since I've seen you. I think you're in second right now, by the way, for Red Wars. Soren's just winning by being here. Yeah, R3. Missed ya, buddy. Have you been training up that Magikarp? That fancy Magikarp that I still need to go hunt in this game? Let's see. There was a third ping in Discord. Where was it? Oh, it was the Legend of Dragoon Sever Chains update. Yep. Let's close that. You got your shiny Snorlax at 13,951 resets. Dear Lord. I don't want to talk about how fast I got my Snorlax. When you're pumping out numbers like that. These early games are so brutal for, like, shinies. I guess you can say I'm like super lucky for getting the 3 that I did super quick. But you gotta keep in mind that I've been doing this since February 17th. And it's December 7th. And I have 3. Nothing fancy and the TCG Pocket packs. We finished some more missions, trying really hard not to spend all the hourglass before we get another pack drop. I have 98, 97, something like that. I keep spinning them every so often just because I get close to the point. And now you're at your last shiny team member on Aerodactyl. At least Aerodactyl is, you know, another soft reset, unlike, oh, sorry, I get... All the hunts you've done are soft resets now that I realized. Your starter, Magikarp, Snorlax, and now Aerodactyl. Or Aerodactyl. I guess you kind of went the simpler route, right? Do you have any RE, shinies? Out of curiosity? I keep opening the bag. Don't forget the Charizard. Yeah, that's why I say your starter. In order, I said starter, Magikarp, Snorlax, Aerodactyl. Oh, did you go for the Eevee then? The Eevee would have been another soft reset. You have 220-ish? You want to be able to open a lot whenever there's a new pack, but also still need to get all the Kanto for Mew. Pain. I haven't updated my spreadsheet. I need 3. I can get Mew at any time because of the pack points. I'm just trying to see if I can avoid using the pack point. So you did get the Eevee. Awesome. What'd you evolve it into? I think whenever I do this initially, since I had to get eggs, I think the first evolution I'm going to probably do is probably Flareon. Well, no. Since Charmander's my main one, I'll probably go for Vaporeon instead to offset the Charizard. And then... for this game, I'll go for Flareon, then Jolteon I guess will be last. Since Dead Entei is the one that has Squirtle. Use pack points on Raichu, then got another in Wonder Pack almost immediately. I had to save those again too. The Raichu is the only reason I'm still pulling for Pikachu, like the Pikachu packs. I don't know what it is about Raichu. Why is Raichu so rare? It's what, a 3 diamond or 4 diamond? Why is it so rare? I'm like almost always empty on Wonder Pack hourglasses. Oh, sorry, Arthur. I just misunderstood. They're real. Yeah, like, it's... I got Magneton twice. Like, that was one of the cards I was missing. I got Magneton, and then I got it in, packs, and I got it in Wonder Pick. It's like, brother. I will say, though, R3, I'm super jealous of the Magikarp that you got. I didn't even think about soft resetting to get it earlier. Like, whenever I was, in Fire Red doing the story, I did not think about that being a soft reset spot. Who knows? Maybe if I had done the Magikarp sooner, I'd still be there. Who knows? Koki coming in with the sips. Did 5 earlier for Sal. Now we're doing 4. 5 from Koki. Alright. Check this first, and then I'll do the sip so I don't do a spit take. Alright. Now, 77.96. So I'll get those 5 for you real quick. Now you do 5 more. You can't do 5. Hi, R3 Char. You can't do 5 more. What do you mean? It locks you out just like other people. What do you mean, why not? It locks you out, just like other people. Ooh, that was a rough sip. Alright, so that's 2. 3. 4. And 5. I'm gonna give myself heart palpitation with the monster I'm doing. Thank you for the stretch, Koki. Just the shoulder blades out. Missing 6 Pokemon from you, and you won't feel more so bad. Let's see here. If I remember correctly... Oh, no, I'm missing 2 from Pikachu. I'm missing Vileplume, Venomoth, Raichu. I got the Doug Trio. I'm trying to remember all the ones I need. I'm pretty sure those are the only three I still need for Kanto. I'm still missing other cards outside that, like the normal Greninja. But I think for Kanto, I'm just missing Vileplume, Venomoth, and Raichu. I think that's it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I could just open the game. I'm acting like I can't just open the game. Hey, did you know that we have technology by our sides at all times? Executor, Hypno. You don't have a Hypno? Dugtrio, Golem, Kabutops, Aerodactyl for you. Oh, okay. Dude, Hypno is so broken. Being able to put to sleep from the bench is crazy. Granted with a head flip, but still. Oh, that I didn't even realize that was 7,800 we did before. This is 7,802. I forgot to do with the raffle. Oh my god, 10k raffle going out. Yeah, the ones you're missing are silly. I mean, to be fair, I didn't get Dugtrio until recently as well. Yeah, Golem, man, Golem's double edge is so cool, but it's bad. But yeah, 10k raffle is out right now. Brain no work, it happened. Let me see here. No nickname. Alright, so yeah, Vileplume, Venomoth. I don't need Charizard. I don't need normal Moltres. I don't need Starmie EX. Obviously don't need Greninja. There's the Raichu I still need. Don't need Electros. Oh, I need Muck. I forgot about Muck. So Muck was the one I was forgetting. I was trying desperately to remember. So I'm missing Muck, Raichu, Venomoth, and Vileplume. Then my Mew collection is complete. So whenever they introduce trading, do you think they're going to have like the OT trainer ID similar to like the actual games? Oh, Koki. Oh, Koki, I'm so sorry. Can I get an 07 in chat or an F for Koki, please? Man came in, stole it, gambled all, and ran away. It would be pretty cool. It really would. But sadly, I don't think they'll do that because how would you implement that? Just like how the illustrations at the bottom right, you just put their OT trainer on the bottom left. That'd be pretty funny too, though. I have 93 pack hourglasses. But here, I have a booster pack here. So Pikachu, Charizard, and Mewtwo chat. Which one you want? You somehow did not get the Butterfree from the Lapras event, so you can't wait for trading. Fair. Here, hold on a sec. Let me see how many of those I got. No shiny. Let me see how many of those I got real quick. Is the only promo you're missing? The only promo I'm missing currently is the Bulbasaur that's out right now. If trading allows promo cards, I'll give you one. I have 5 of the Butterfrees. Sadly though, the promos don't count for the Kanto decks. Apparently from you. So I was like really excited when I got the Butterfree, because Butterfree was one of the ones I needed and got the promo card. But it didn't count for obvious reasons. So yeah, like I said, if they let you trade promo cards, I'll give you one. That'll be fun. The people have spoken. Pikachu? Alright, give me just a moment. I mean, to be fair, that's one I wanted to open anyway, but still. Yeah, booster pack. Alright, we'll do the fancy shuffle. Obviously, since I don't have webcam, I can't really show the game. Was there a backwards pack? There was. That's what I'm opening. Alright, chat. The first one is a Paris. Second is a Parasect. No nickname. Third is a Sea King. 4 is a Heliolisk. And then lastly... I wish I could show it. I got a new card. I got the full art Gyarados. Or as I like to call him, Gelatodos. Which means I now have to add him into my, the boys binder, which is essentially all full arts. That means I have to kick out, one of the other, not necessarily full arts, but like the ones that are like breaking out of the thing, so. Yeah, it's great art. If you don't know what it is, like the card specifically, give me just one moment, I'll tell you. If you need to actually go to the card packs. You've been doing nonstop Mewtwo's now that you have all the IRs because you want Rainbow Border Gengar. You have all the Rainbow, or do you have all the IRs? I still need Pikachu. Let's see here. This doesn't let me check. Remember when you guessed a Pikachu card instead you I screamed Pokemon? You're so goofy. You get like so ahead of yourself. It's cute. Wait, I got a themed collection done. Genetic Apex Museum 3 for Pikachu. Oh, that's for getting is that for getting all the full arts for the Pikachu packs? You was right though. I mean, you were. What? I'm guessing it's one of the hidden ones. One of the hidden themed collection missions. So if you get the full arts for Squirtle, Gyarados, Electrode, Diglett, Nidoqueen, Nidoking, Eevee, and Snorlax, you complete the Genetic Apex Museum 3 for Pikachu. So yeah, I think that's all the full arts that aren't the 2 stars. Or sorry, yeah, that aren't the 2 stars for Pikachu. It gives 36 Wonder Hourglasses? Jesus. 12 Wonder Packs and 10 shopping credit. But still no shiny. Okay, now back what I was actually going to be doing. I need to scroll down so that way I can check what the number was. If you want to see the Gyarados that I got, if you don't play the game or don't know what the card looks like, you can just look up TCG Pocket number 233, and it should give you the full art Gyarados. I usually look up all my information related to the cards on Cerebi.net, but I know some people prefer like other websites. Yeah, super pretty card. I'll have to remember to add that to the binder later. I'm not gonna do that right now. That Gyarados does make you want to stray from Mewtwo packs a bit. Maybe you'll do 2 Mewtwo, 1 Pikachu a day. Oh, do you not have it? I thought you were like praising how pretty it was because you had it. Man. Oh boy. All right, we're at 78.6 thus far. No, but Circle does? Sadly, TCG Pocket does not have shinies. Unlike, it's not like Pokemon Go. TCG Pocket is literally just like the playing cards. Well, I guess if the playing card itself has it as a shiny, I guess that counts, but I don't think any of them display any shinies. I think their quote-unquote rare cards are just the, 2, 3 IRs and the crowns. There are shiny cards. I mean, I know there are actual shiny cards in the TCG itself, but there aren't any in TCG Pocket. Like, there's different rarities of cards, but there's not like shiny. Like, I'm not gonna run into a black Charizard on TCG Pocket out of nowhere. It would be cool if Pocket adds some shinies. I mean, it would, but I mean, you're already hankering for like. So one, like, for some weird reason, I don't know what it is, but like 2 stars, I guess to me, and crowns like feel like the rarest to me because I only have 1 2-star in Arcanine. And I only have 0 crowns by evidence of me having none. So, and I have over like 1,100 cards. I mean, the IRs feel like the 3 stars. They feel more common than the 2 stars. It's really wild. But first, you're hoping they add literally any of your top 5 favorite Pokemon in the next pack. I just want Absol, man. Like, if I can get Absol in my decks, that's going to be my main mon. Even if it only knows Psycho Cut and it only does 12 damage. Why 12? Because it has to be weird, I guess. Huh? List your top 5, Soren. You have to add more Pikachu cards? Didn't you just get a entire themed drop of Pikachu, Koki? Also, isn't there like 9 Pikachu cards in the game right now, and you have them all? You're not going to stop until yeah, that's it. There you go. You're not going to stop until literally every single actual TCG Pikachu's in the game, and you have them all. I like the way they handle TCG Pocket. I also like how they handle the battles. They're very quick. Though it is kind of funny that the turn limit is 50. Like, how are you ever getting to 50 turns? Like, in order to get to 50 turns, you would need to draw all your cards twice and then 10 more turns. Alright. I see. Okay. So Hisuian Zoroark, Mimikyu, Espeon. So, yeah. I definitely see Espeon and Umbreon being the next drop. I just want Glaceon. Glaceon's my favorite one. Regular Zoroark and both Zoras. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, Koki, when's your next stream? I think it's today. Also, raffle. Probably Wednesday. I just assume you stream every single day. I keep forgetting to look at your schedule. I like it, but then I like forget what the schedule actually says. What you doing on Wednesday, my dude? Any thoughts? Hi again, R3. I love seeing, like, you just bust out of the woodworks to hit join real quick. You try to stream as much as you can, but work gets in the way. Yeah. Yeah. I wish I could stream more than the 3 days that I do, but alas, work also gets in the way for me, and since I work 12 hours overnight, I can't really stream during the day. On those days. So I feel you. I definitely feel you there, man. Oh, Soren and Koki won. They split the pool. Oh, poor baby. Ah. You know, if I had fishing to stream, right? If I was to add it, I wonder what I should make the fishing. Like, the fish. Like, the Hyrulean bass will be the first one. The first and only fish. Oh, you know what? No, I know exactly what I'm gonna add. I'm only keeping it a secret now. I just thought the perfect thing I want to add. I just gotta figure out a way to add it. The Hyrulean bass will still be there, though. Maka's Zelda fishes and hers. Oh, okay. I'm gonna be honest with you, the Hyrulean bass is the only one I can think of. I don't know any other fishes. Like in the Zelda series. Just add Zoras. Like the old Zora from like the first Zelda game, and then add the newer ones. Add the Zora mask. It may be pain, Soren, but it was still only a little bit. You didn't, you know, bust out the all like Koki does. Still, though. I mean, even on a 3,000 red orb gamble, like, hitting the slots and winning is great. Do you know what the limit to the amount of fishes you can have in that is, Koki? This is why you only indulge in a little gambling as a treat. Just a little treat. It's like cat niblets. There is no limit? Really? Ooh. I guess that explains why you're going to be able to go up to 1,025 eventually when everybody starts getting your fish. Alright. I don't know how I'm gonna rack when I get this. Chat, I don't know. Guys, I don't know. I don't know. Am I gonna break my like I have my keyboard on like a you can hear me like slamming it against the desk partially, but it's like attached. I guess a keyboard rest is where it's sitting. That's attached to the desk. Like I feel like if I get this shiny, I'm gonna like stand up too quick. It's gonna like snap it up and break. Then again, it's very much possible that my microphone's going to hit the point where it's going to like I think the last shiny I got was Squirtle, where it like cut me off partially. I think it's going to happen again. Back to Lurky. All right, have fun, Koki. Good luck. Thank you for being here in any capacity. Appreciate you when you're lurking and not lurking. Yeah, I'm scared that I'm probably gonna break something when I get the shiner. You know what? I should have added a limiter to my microphone. I also don't have my microphone Elgato wavelength thing on. Now I do. Can I add a limiter? That doesn't have a limiter. Does this? No. Where is my limiter? I should have one. Because the limiter, I believe? Oh, no, I have a limiter. Okay, I have a limiter. I have a limiter. I need to remember how it works. I think it's on, like, the base default settings right now. If I remember correctly, a limiter makes it so it, like, will limit how loud it gets. I think, if I remember how it works. You know, you saying, you adding an N to the end of Koki, or the end of Koki's name, makes me just want to start calling him Kokimon instead. But Kokichu is such a cuter name. When he's inside the ball, Kokimon. When he's outside the ball, Kokichu. Oh, interesting. Does it not pick up that well anymore? Oh, it doesn't. That's nice. All right. I guess it only picks up whenever I'm talking. Whenever I used to play before, if I got quiet and was like flicking my sticks, you could very easily hear them. But I guess you can only hear them now whenever I'm talking and the gate's open. That doesn't seem to be the case, because if I talk, you can then hear it in the background. Oh. Alright, that's cool. I was always worried about that a lot whenever I was streaming, like, Xbox One games like Thymesia. Speaking of which, I think what I'm going to do is on, during the summer when I start streaming on Tuesdays temporarily. If I remember, I should be streaming on Tuesdays temporarily, for summer. If that does happen again, I think I'll use those days to just dedicate to just Xbox in general. Like, just for games that happen to be playing, or like, you know, just achievement hunting or stuff like that. Just very chill, relaxed day. I know that, like, a lot of these are already chill and relaxing. But, like, those are just gonna be, like, those, like, vibing days where I'm probably not gonna record or anything like that. But I might. I guess it might depend on what I'm playing. But, like, let's say I'm, like, just jumping between games, I'm not gonna be recording them. So those will be fun days for just you guys here on Twitch. Gonna run. See you. Good luck. Thank you, R3, for even coming and being here. Hopefully, I can get the shiny sometime today. Hope you have a good day, R3. But ye. Oh, he's in an ad. You probably didn't even hear me. I'll just send the message directly in chat in case the ad still happens to be going. Also, another raffle. There you go. Riffle, raffle, whiffle. Because, like, but going back to the Tuesday thing, like, there's just a bunch of games that I want to play. I don't really get enough time to play them normally because, you know, for you guys here on stream days, I stream for you. I don't, like, usually go out of my way to do, like, achievement-based things. But on Tuesdays, I might, just for fun, you know? Maybe we'll hop into, like, a silly game of, like, I don't know. I mean, like, was it Shadows of the Damned just recently got remade? Or remaster or something like that? I mean, that could be fun. That could be, like, one of the situations where, just play it on stream on, like, Tuesday for fun. Maybe I'll record it, maybe I won't, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll record it and just make it like an achievement guide kind of thing. Cut it up with my terrible GPU. Very slow editing. Nice, Soren winning the 5K. But it all depends. I don't know what I'm gonna do for Tuesdays. It's like the step that we have right now. Saturdays for Pokemon, Sundays for RPGs and horror games, I think, and then Monday for shooters and just general action games. Then again, I might also, like, tack on, like, puzzle games or something like that. Because I enjoy a good puzzle game. Like, I couldn't imagine playing The Witness on here. But, like, it would be kind of fun. Especially if I, like, tried to use it as a means to, like, explain how the puzzles work. In this puzzle, you're supposed to mirror exactly what it is that you're doing, while also encapsulating the dots. You gonna gamble, Soren? You're gonna gamble your 5,000 winnings? Play the Looker? Isn't that a game that's just making fun of The Witness? I could play Save, was it Save Room, I think? That's a puzzle game where it's just you're reorganizing your suitcase from RE4. Yes. That was such a... I bought that just because it was, like, I think $2, and it's... While it really is just a simple RE4 suitcase puzzle solver, it's, like, still endearing and a fun, goofy little game. It's so cute. Hey, look at that. That's what we call winning. Unlurk, hi, welcome back, son. How is work going for you though, Koki? I hope everything's all calm and not, like, too crazy and hectic. Did I get a shiny? I did not. We're at 7860. Pain. We're at Pain. We're at Pain Boulevard. Next destination, Despair Lane. I'm taking the first train there. It's okay, 2 hours to go. Let's go. I can be here for your entertainment for those next 2 hours, too. Because, well, I say that. We've already done 100 and... We already did 162 resets in an hour. At the rate we're going... No, at the rate we're going, it'll be over 3 hours before I finish. 162 times 3. Maybe not. It'd be 400 and what, 86? When we only needed 492. Oh, wow. That's funny. It would actually, I think, be like 6 checks shy. Yeah, 492 checks is how much we're doing today. Well, we'll actually be doing 500 checks in total because I'm not ending the stream on 8192. But once again, this is of course if I'm doing my math right on what 162 times 3 is. It's like, obviously the 3 ones is 300. The 3 6s become 180. And then the 3 2s become 6. So then you have 300 plus 160 plus 6. Sorry, 180 plus 6. Which should be 486. Should. At least that's how I do the math, but you know, quicker without having to explain it. But I don't know. I can't confidently say it because 162 is just an odd number to work with. Don't you dare say, but it's even. This is my channel. I get to make the dad joke. And the terrible puns that make people roll their eyes to the back of their head. But it's even. Next one's going to be shiny. I swear to God, you're about to say the next one's going to be even. Are you saying the next one's going to be shiny so that way it can be a 69 number? Beef. Oh, yeah. Nobody's done their beef rolls today. No shiny. No one's become a beef Wellington. Oh. 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 Ooh boy. Absolutely cooked Giga Chat over here. Sal with 100% pure lean beef. Soren, it has like a 5-second cooldown. You should be good now. That's impressive. You, sir, are definitely wagyu. $49. All right, Koki. So you're beating up people and then resurrecting them. You do great in a bar fight. Also, Soren, at least you're more beefy than Koki is. You're a very common shiny. Nothing wrong with that. We take shinies of all shapes and sizes here. And rarities. It is true. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of those. Alright. I swear they go in more than just multiples of 25. Let's see, what else do I have? I think, well, there's luck, beef, shiny, class. What other one? Is there another one I have? I had another one. Potluck. Well, let me open up Stream Elements. What do we have going on? Check commands. Ba, ba, da, da. Ba, ba, da, da. That's a... I'll hug. Wow. Why, you're just stuck on 49 today. Is your luck also 49%? %, beef, 49% shiny, 2% reason to remember the name. Not 2%. 2% milk. 2% luck and 100% reason to remember the name. That's how math works. These are some very odd numbers all of you are getting. 20%. Well, there was a 2. There was a 2. Oof. I should add, oh yeah, Wiffle. Have one. I need to add more things to the hugs. X gave X such a tight hug, it performed a fatality. Or a brutality. X rolled so negative that somehow they hugged themselves. What's my phone going off for again? Alright, 15 seconds to end the raffle. Pokemon official rules now ban certain clothes. What? And Sal won. The big winner of the afternoon. So, Koki, you'll probably remember this because you've been, if I remember correctly, you've been like an iOS user a lot of the time. Be right back. Have fun. Take your time. But there was a game called Infinity Blade back in, I think, 2010. And I only ever had like an iPod because I wasn't much of an iOS user. But I was able to play a game called Infinity Blade. And it was so fun. And it was a very simple game. Block, swipe left, swipe right, swipe in certain directions, and like there's like, if I remember correctly, there's like a clash system in the game where you're just fighting NPCs and that's it. Think of there's a game. Hold on. There's a modern game that's very similar to it, but like it's pay to win and not as good. It's Knight something. Knighthood. It's like Knighthood but good. Infinity Blade was basically a tech demo, but an amazing tech demo was the thing about it. It was so fun. It was so fun. Like, I mean, spanned 2 more games, made a trilogy out of it. Like, it was so fun. And then I found out that they took it off of essentially everything in 2018, which sucks because Infinity Blade was great. However, I found out earlier this morning / last night that they actually like took the game apart and like reassembled it to where it now works on PC. So for fun, might do an Infinity Blade stream just for fun. Just due to the fact that it's such a fun game. And I want to share this 2010 iPhone or iOS game with the world. Just because I missed it so much. Like, you ever have games like that where it's like you remember the game vividly? Like being a lot cooler as a kid, and then you play it and it's not as good? Even if that happens with Infinity Blade, I'm still gonna be having a blast. Especially since so this was like a really weird thing to kind of like discover as well. So like last night I was also watching YouTube videos for fun, and they were talking about things where it's like, I think the video was 7 times you could fail before you started the game or something like that, and Infinity Blade was on it. And it's just like, who is talking about Infinity Blade? This video I think was made like last year. I didn't look at the date, but I think it was made like last year. Because it was before they got their office that they have now. But so they were still like in the white void. So it's either between like a year to 2 years ago, somewhere in that range. But like, they were talking about Infinity Blade. And who's talking about Infinity Blade in 2022/2023? Like, come on. It was very hyper, like, specific when every so often I think about Infinity Blade. because I just want to play it again, and then I can't. Then I remember I can't, but now I can. So if you want to see Infinity Blade, please let me know. I would love to play it for you guys, whether it be, you know, for Twitch or even like exclusively for YouTube and or Twitch. Like it doesn't matter, because I'm sure that you could just look up gameplay of it, which is fine if you want to do that. But like you can't really easily play it anymore unless you go to like the one specific YouTube channel that has it. Since it's not on like any official like phone stores or anything like that, whether it be iOS, and it never released on Android, so. I just wish that they like kept it going. It was such, it may have been a tech demo, even if it wasn't. It was a very pretty game. But to go back to the video that they were talking about, like sometimes where you know, failed before starting the game. Apparently in the tutorial of the game, it like the enemy doesn't attack unless you raise your shield. But if you raise your shield to lower and get hit, and then eventually just keep doing that until you die, the game runs off like it's like a roguelike. So like every time you die, you come back, get stronger, stuff like that. Apparently, if you die during this tutorial, it ends up taking you back in time instead of forward in time, to where you now start at like bloodline -1, which I think is wonderful that they even programmed that even to begin with. But no, I'm super excited just to play that on my own time, just because it was such a silly, goofy game. That just looked amazing. Granted, for 2010. I would have been a freshman in high school. Either a freshman in high school or 8th grade. At the end of 8th grade. You think it was Unreal? I think it was too. Which is probably why it looks so good. I mean, Unreal games always look like amazing. Guys, we're at 7,900 checks. Where's Shiny Bulbasaur? This is pain. This is pain. Also 10K raffle. This is pain. Don't do this. Don't be slowly like... Don't drive yourself insane just trying to get shiny Pokemon. If you're gonna go for shiny Pokemon, do it in the new games. Do it in the newer games. In the newer games, I'd be almost double odds. Just do it in the newer games. Essentially, every single Pokemon that I'm going for, you can get in the newer games. Which I think would be Gen 6 and on, I believe, is when they have the odds. From 8,192 to 4,090. What is it? 8,192 to 4,000. Yeah, 96. Am I regretting this? I regret this every day. What are you talking about? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm already like 8 months deep. I say that I'm 10 months deep, and it gets me into streaming for the week, so for the weekend. So it's a nice little start to the week. Something, you know, calm, relaxing before we get into the meat and potatoes of the weekend whenever we do the other games and stuff like that. But that's not how it's going to be this week. Homie, you gotta know when to hold them and when to walk away. I completely skipped a line. I'm aware of this, by the way. Because right now what you're doing is folding. But no, the only thing that I'm regretting about this is that, like, it's just sitting here. That's the only thing I'm regretting. It's not very entertaining to like do this, which is why I think like a couple weeks ago when we had the Pokemon stream on Monday, why like I had to like stop short because I needed movement like in my games. I was getting like antsy, but I figured out why that was. I was feeling that way because of my medicine. So right now I'm taking, well, I was partially taking a 40 milligram Vyvanse when I usually take 30 milligrams. And like 30 works, at least I think it's 30. It might, I might be wrong. It might be 20 and then 30. And the 30 is the one that messed me up. It's one or the other. I'm just taking 10 milligrams more than I normally do. But the amount that I normally take works perfect. The 10 milligrams over that I'm taking makes me antsy. It's like there's like an anxiety sitting there without making me anxious. It's like being anxiety, or it's like being anxious about the anxiety. It's really weird. Yeah, I mean the words was it you got to know when to hold them, when to fold them, when to walk away, and when to run, essentially. When the Dellen's done. Dealin'? Did you forget the A? But yeah, I found out that 10 overage on the Vyvanse, it just made me antsy. So if you're watching this after watching the antsy Pokemon thing, that's what that was about. I needed movement because I was feeling like anxious or antsy or something. It might be 20 and 30, not 30 and 40. The medicine's in my bag behind me, but I don't want to have to go reach for it because it's under some stuff. But no, it's just the lack of movement. It's the only thing I regret about this. I'm fine with doing these soft resets and even the random encounters that we'll be doing later. Though the Safari Zone terrifies me, which is why we have that silly stipulation that I still can't remember. Also, I don't know what to name this video. Because most of the time I name the videos based off of like what it is I talk about or what we even talk about. But I don't know what to name this one because we've jumped between topics so much. It'll probably just be the one where I go to odds is probably what's just going to be named because of me going to 8192 today. We're at 79-14. Oh well, yeah. Yeah, if you actually go to my YouTube, you'll notice that all 44, well, I guess the other two aren't out. All four are currently out 42. It might be 43 are out, whatever the number is. All the currently out ones are always named like the one with or the one where. Like, except for maybe I think the first one. I think that one might just be called like Journey Start or something silly. I say like I can't check. Playlist. Shiny Living Dex. Vidya. Oh no, I didn't actually. I didn't start that until episode 5. Because it's the Shiny Living Dex begins and he guesses how many resets. Charmander continues to be annoying. 4 screens for 1 day. Return to the 1 screen, and then I say the one where, and then I just kept that. Nope, I didn't even do that. I broke my own streak. I've been doing it consistently. Ooh, where are we at? I think, okay, there it is. Yeah. All right. So ever since day 22, and we're at 44 with 2 of them scheduled. They all have the one with / where, but I had been doing it previously. I just wasn't consistent with it. Okay. Yeah, it'll probably just be the one where I go to odds. Easiest name for it. Or if I don't hit odds, it'll be the one where I got close to odds or something like that. The one where you watch till the end. That'd be such a funny one. The one where you watch to the end. It's like, hey, do it. Do it. Watch to the end like a good little... You should always be watching to the end. Just put me in the background. Put me on mute. I don't care. If you're on Twitch, don't put me on mute. If you put me on mute, it doesn't count. I gotta be like above 20% volume or something like that. You can mute the tab. The one where you like and subscribe and follow for more. It's almost like it's like brainwashing. Eventually, if I keep saying these, it'll work, right? It just names them the same thing every time. Day 45, Shiny Living Dex. The one where you like and subscribe. Day 46, Shiny Living Dex. The one where you subscribe and like. And just keep doing that back and forth. Day 412. You like where you once subscribe and... I gotta say, for having a 12.5% chance of getting a female, like, in general, I get a lot of female, like, Pokemon checks. Unless Bulbasaur's like a 50-50. I think Charmander was a 12.5 one. Yeah, exactly, see? You got it. Alright. Next, Whiffle. Nice normal little 5k. Yeah. Thankfully, though, whenever it comes to the description of those videos, or these videos, they don't change much. They're like, the only thing that changes, that has changed, is that I added the Discord link, and, like, the date that it says it's recorded changes. And then I go make the thumbnail, which is essentially the same background, but me just changing the numbers. I'm actually really happy about the way my my thumbnails have been turning out, minus the Chrono Trigger one, which I'll figure out something different to do for that. Like, it's so silly the way it looks. I love the way the part looks in Chrono Trigger's like thumbnail, but I hate the way the number itself is. I wanted to do like the cracked effect, but I didn't know how to do it. And then like the little Easter egg with the Metroid one, I love doing that. It's so silly. So if you look at the Metroid Prime thumbnails, you'll notice that like it doesn't say part 1 or part 4 or anything like that, but it does. Like, it does say it in the title, yeah, but if you look at the thumbnail, the weird symbols that you see on the thing with the Metroid Prime like thumbnail is actually the part 1, part 2, part whatever, but in Chozo, or in the language that's shown in the game. So the first one, Metroid Prime 1, is in the Chozo language, and Metroid Prime 2 is in the Luminoth language. It was such a silly little Easter egg I decided to throw in for fun. Even if no one gets it, it's still something that I think is adorable that I did. It was a little hard to get the Luminoth one to work, though. Now, we're due to limitations of like certain things not even having support for the font. I couldn't like switch my keyboard to like the Luminoth thing and then type in chat. It would probably show up as like squares or just blank. That would be fun to try. I don't have my keyboard settings even enabled to like swap quickly. Oh well. Also, apologies about the scratch audio that's coming through now from the game. I'll do a manual reset here after this reset. Or manual restart. Back and you see the hunt continues. Exactly, we're like Bloodborne over again here. It's a long night. Let's see here. Is it you that has the audio? No, it's the other one. Shut down, start. Yeah, welcome to Yarnum. Welcome to the Hunter's Dream. One day. One day we'll get a remaster / remake or whatever for PC. Why? What? I have an entire playthrough of Bloodborne on YouTube. I got super frustrated during that game too. Not a good time I was having with Bloodborne. I'll probably end up remaking that entire thing, that entire playlist. Because I'm definitely a lot more relaxed now than I was then. Because let's see here. Bloodborne. Those were like streamed from the console itself. And then ripped from the archive of Twitch and then just uploaded. Let's see here. It is 9 parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 parts, yeah. Aside from the second stream, they were all about 4 hours long. Yeah, that was back in 2018. Oh, I was not as calm about games back then. Oh, no. I don't even want... I might just want to list this. Your Bloodborne emulation has been making a lot of progress, which is wild too. It has. It has been making some crazy progress. But that's also partially because of Shad PS4. SHAD PS4. It's kind of like emulation of the PS4, but it's been making good progress as well. Because they were, if I remember correctly, the story was that they were doing a Bloodborne like standalone emulation, like ooh, what's the word I'm looking for? They're like trying to make like a standalone Bloodborne thing, like where you just play it on its own without needing to emulate it. But then as the PS4 became more understood better than even the PS3, and could actually be, you know, got into. And this is my understanding of it anyway. That they just integrated it into Shad PS4, which, you know, makes Bloodborne run really well. That's my understanding of it anyway. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of news recently about Bloodborne being like on the top of everyone's list again because of the silly thing that Sony has done, where they referenced Bloodborne, but in like slightly giving people hope that there's gonna be a remake, but also like something for like PS5 with it. I don't know. But one of the nice things about the Shad PS4 emulation for Bloodborne is that there is a Nexus mod that gives it a whole bunch of like upscaling, which I don't think my computer could run that in. Bloodhounds 2? What? I feel like I should understand that. Unless you're like making a reference towards the Blood-Starved Beast. Bloodborne 2. Bloodhounds. There is supposed to be an E at the end of it, just to let you know. Bloodborne 2 would be wild. I don't even know how you would continue that story. Because I think the canon end is that you're supposed to finish off the moon deity? Or the moon child, essentially. I think that's the canon ending. So I don't know how you would continue from there unless you became the new one. Autocorrect? Really, autocorrect removes the E? How dare it? Bloodhounds is still funny, though. Get him, doggos! You know, there's a lot of games I wish I could experience for the first time again, and Bloodborne is one of them. Minus the Chalice dungeons. I would like wipe my memory to play through all the story of Bloodborne. Or, yeah, I guess story. All the story of Bloodborne. But then when the Chalice dungeon came to play, I just remember everything. All emulation is wizardry to you. You're still in awe that when you look up at Xbox emulation a few months ago that it was also, like, actually a thing now. Yeah. The only one that is probably going to take forever and probably not ever even be cracked is the PS3. For some strange reason, Sony went real hard on protections for the PS3. Which is why there's like no backwards compatibility on the PS3, and why like hardly any PS3 games are on PS4. Like, it's wild. If you want to play PS3 games, you have to almost always play on the PS3. Unless they remade it or have a remaster for it for PS4. It's wild. I don't know what Sony did to the PS3, but it's crazy. Also another raffle. The only reason why I know very little things about emulation is because of the people I follow. One of the people I follow on Twitter, for example, is one of the lead like people for not emulation, but for like homebrew access for like the PSP and the PS Vita. And so like I get like a little bit of insight into like that world through him, but not emulation. But that's for like the homebrew and stuff like that. The emulation's so wild, man. I'm at awe that RetroArch exists the way that it does. Because like essentially a coalition of different emulators, while not being like a master at any of them, but still working really well. But if you want like all like the goody good bits, you have to actually get the standalone one. Like I have Dolphin, right? Obviously it's what I've been playing Metroid Prime, like 1 and 2, and Prime Hack, which is its own actual separate emulator, quote unquote, but it runs off Dolphin. But like the retro achievements, for example, doesn't work with Dolphin on RetroArch, but it works with its standalone, which is, I don't know why that happens that way. But that just happens to be how it works. But if you wanted like real good emulation, then you could just like pull out DuckStation with PS1, as opposed to using RetroArch's DuckStation, which is just like a soft version of it with its cores. And like I said, this is all from my understanding of how the emulation works on those. Ooh. Now that we're talking about emulation, I really want to play Darkwatch. That's a game I don't ever see anybody talk about, is Darkwatch. Granted, I don't know how much Twitch is or YouTube is going to like me streaming it, but oh well. That might just have to be a Twitch game, to be honest. It really took that M rating and ran with it. I believe Darkwatch was only on PS2 and the original Xbox, which I didn't even know was on the original Xbox. I actually didn't even know Xbox existed until one day, my parents went to a friend's party, and I went inside and noticed, like, this game console I've never seen before. And conveniently, they also had Darkwatch, which I played on my PS2. And so that was my first experience with the OG Xbox. But I only played the OG Xbox maybe 2 or 3 times in total before I left the PS2 era to play the 360. And then I've been stuck on Xbox/Microsoft since then. Ever so often dabbling in PS4. But I did play a good bit of PS3. Played Metal Gear Solid 4, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on that. A few other games, like, I think there was a Ratchet game on there. There was a few games. But I love my PS Vita more than I love the PS3. Or the PS4. If you're on the fence of emulation, I'd suggest, you know, if you can, try it out, but keep in mind that you need to, like, dump your games for it to be legal. Which there's a whole, like, plethora of, like, repositories that tell you how to essentially get the ROMs from, or, yeah, get the legal ROMs from your own copies of the games. Emulation really is a great thing because it acts as kind of like media preservation. Which is why I was really happy about seeing the Infinity Blade one. Because that's a form of emulation. Even if it is standalone. Which is also what the Legend of Dragoon Severed Chains is doing. A standalone emulation separate from PS1 emulators. But those kinds of like projects are significantly harder. Because while you have like the PS1 emulator, for example, for Legend of Dragoon, that runs a lot of like the necessities in the background. But if you have it separate and like have it alone, it's kind of like building the game from scratch to a degree. Because you have to, if I remember correctly, you have to essentially code the engine that it's running on. I think you got to make sure that everything you're taking from the original game is able to run on it. Anyway, back to what I was saying about like dumping your ROMs from the games that you own. Owning an emulator and downloading it is legal. Playing games and ROMs that you dump is legal. Getting ROMs from places that aren't yours is illegal. And it's like a fairly, like, it's not even like a solid line, it's kind of like a gray line. Because once again, it is a type of media preservation. Because, like, let's say, PS2, Rule of Rose. Incredibly rare horror PS2 game. That, like, I don't know how much it is right now. Let's just say it's $2,000. Like, that's a lot for me just wanting to experience a game. You've thought previously about getting some kind of handheld as a dedicated emulation machine, since you have to rest a lot and it would be nice to have all your games and stuff. My 100% legal game ROMs. Get the Steam Deck. Steam Deck is phenomenal. Koki and I both have one, and I don't know about him. He talks about it a lot because he I think plays Destiny on it because he dual loads Windows on it. I use mine as an emulation machine. It is wonderful. There are those other things that you can get that are more dedicated to like specific things. Like there's the one that looks like a Game Boy that plays like a lot of those. You definitely want to get a Steam Deck someday. My deck is 100% Windows. Make sure to squeegee that every day, Cookie. So you fully changed it from Linux to Windows. So whenever you launch the Steam Deck's quote-unquote desktop mode, it just runs Windows fully, no Linux whatsoever. There's probably like a base kernel of Linux, but no, I definitely would recommend getting a Steam Deck, even if it's the old one that like I have. There is no Linux. Oh, you just removed it. Oh, okay. I didn't even know the thing would run without it. Like, at least the Steam side of it. Like, the normal Steam Deck mode, I mean. Alright. That's cool. I'd be scared of breaking mine if I did that. Though I wish I did save up the extra money to get the, I think it was the most expensive one. I think it came with an OLED, I think. But, like, now I think they're on to, like, the next, like, new revision of it. Where, like, the battery lasts longer and everything, and it has, like, a great screen. Like, they're all OLED or something like that. What was it? There was, like, it had, like, Oh, it was version 2. What was the most expensive tier of the original set, Koki? Because it had a different screen. Because like I think the a matte screen. I remember them. I remember. Was it? Because I remember them being like it has like, because like my version has the anti-glare, and anti-glare was like the middle and the high tier one. Still, it's LCD. Huh. Anyway, you're better off getting the second version of those if you can, because it's OLED, and OLED's the best screen type. That's why I love my PS Vita. The PS Vita I have is the one that has the OLED. Because it was one of the older models before they switched to not having OLED because OLED's expensive to have. Also, raffle for the hitting 75. Forgot to do that. Oh boy. The ROG Ally X now? Why is that? Does it just have better specs than the Steam Deck? And better battery life, I guess? Oh, so I'm just checking something. Trying to find some real quick. Was the only difference between my middle tier and the high tier just the amount of SSD storage I had? Huh. Oh well. And it has 24 gigabytes of RAM, so everything runs better. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't even remember how much RAM I have the page up, like I can't just read. How much RAM did it have? It's kind of hard to read these like really quickly. Let's check these Pokemons. It's hard remembering things from back then because there's so many things that come out between like now and then. Because like there's a thing that I've been doing recently where it's like you have to like guess the game, and it's like it tells me the year, and it's just like I don't know what games were released then. Honestly, I can only safely tell you that Destiny was released in 2014 and Destiny 2 released in 2017. I can tell you that like reliably. You go like back further than that, and like I don't know. I think Legend of Dragon was released in 1999. I think I don't actually remember. Let's see here. Jesus, the second model, like the second set of like Steam Decks, the more expensive one is 1 terabyte of internal storage. That's crazy. All right, so I still want to look at this again. Da, 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 da. Oh, interesting. So those 8 gigabytes of RAM really made that much, like made significantly more of a difference, huh? Sarah says he doesn't have the Blue Shock Haunter yet. Still maybe, but no other updates. Oh, okay. You can use a standard size SSD in the ROG Ally X. You'll be back? No worries. Take your time, Sal. Like I said, appreciate lurkers and non-lurkers and all that. Appreciate any time you give me at all. Up to 8 terabytes. Do you have to, like... My brain, when you say you could just use a standard size SSD, my brain's just like, you know, yeah, you just put, like, you just slide it in. Like it's a, Ooh boy. It's escaping me now. The cards. Ooh boy. Never stream tired. Makes you forget how words work. To be fair, restructure was a word I was having trouble with last night. Whenever, like shortly after I woke up. Not a floppy disk. The small ones. An SD card. My brain was just thinking you're putting an SD card. Like 8 terabyte SD cards, Jesus. So what do? Just like unscrew the back of the Ally X and just take it out and put in a new one like you would the 360? I mean that'd be quite nice. It would be fun to do that with the Steam Deck. I don't know. I just think I like the Steam Deck because I like the weight of it. Because, like, I like the Switch, but I feel like it's really light, which is intended, I know, but, like, it's just really light, so it doesn't... It feels like if I, like, get real intense with gaming, I'm just gonna, like, accidentally, like, throw it somewhere. But with the Steam Deck, it feels like I get more grounded because of how heavy it is. Really works out the wrists. Some new hardware from Valve is on its way. Just in general, like, maybe a controller? Ah. A new Steam controller would be crazy, especially given how, you know, great the previous one was. Maybe a new VR headset. Interesting. Give more power to Half-Life Alyx. The issue with VR is they need to make it more affordable. It's such a... Maybe a new Steam machine? Yeah, exactly. Like the PS... was the PS TV, I think it's... just like a new one of those, too. That'd be great. I know that's PlayStation, but still. Or I know that's Sony, but still. Yeah, VR needs to become, like, more accessible. I get it's a real cool medium. It really is. But at the same time, a whole brand new computer for the cost of a VR headset. Like, or in the case of some GPUs, a whole GPU or a headset. I think I've only tried, like, VR stuff, like, a handful of times. I think once or twice with Sal, and, like, maybe a couple more times from just random arcades having VR stuff. It's cool, and I wish I had, like, a better sense of, like, understanding of, like, why the VR headsets are so expensive, but at the same time, it's like, why are they so expensive? Because, like, VR chat is super, like, popular, but, like, you don't need a VR headset to play with that. But, like, I imagine every time somebody plays VR chat, they have a VR headset on. So, like, are they expensive or are they inexpensive? Because if everyone has one, then they can't be that expensive, right? But anytime I go to look at one, they're, like, super expensive. I don't know. VR is so cool in theory, but I never get to experience it. Okay, 2 resets away from 8K. I am not ready. You know, I would almost feel better at this point if I accidentally reset over one earlier. Because this is going to be the check that takes me to 8K, and I don't want that. Come on, Mike, Katskis. Give me some luck. Have a 10K ref. Alright, boys and kiddos, and adults and girls, and its, and those, and memes, and VVs. And Pokemon, and Digimon, and Bakugan. We have it, 8,000. 192 checks remain. Dawn of 96 resets. Now I'm stressed. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. It's almost 3. Ooh. Ooh, Soren single-handedly won the 10K. What are you gonna do with your winnings? Go to Disneyland, right? You know what? I'm curious about something. And look at my settings real quick. Because, like, I've noticed that, like, for some reason... So, like, my streams are, they're at 6K bitrate, right? Which is what you generally want for your streams to have. But, like, for some reason, my recordings aren't, like, as good. And I wonder if that's because I'm having to remux them because I'm using the Matroska video recording format. Which, the reason why I'm using that as the recording format, which YouTube doesn't accept, or doesn't accept. But the reason why I'm using that is, like, in the event that I blue screen or something like that, it's able to, like, end the recording without corrupting it. But if I use, like, MP4, which YouTube does accept, it will corrupt if something happens to my computer. Which means a lot of lost progress or recordings and stuff like that. That I may not be able to get back. So I'm like playing it safe, but at the cost of, like, quality. And I don't know how I feel about that. Now, there you go. So we're in 141,000 red orbs. How you feeling? You're being #1 right now. You're being, oh boy. His name is like one word. Smitty, Werbin, Jaegerman, Jensen. There you go. I couldn't remember I could not remember Smitty. The only difference is you're not, you know, a skeleton on the ground with a really cool hat. You're just a really cool person in my chat with orbs. You're a small fortune of orbs. You're essentially being a Scrooge McDuck of orbs. Though I'd imagine swimming through red orbs is probably gonna, like, be better than trying to swim through gold coin. Oh, you know what? Talk about Scrooge McDuck made me think about the fact that, like, Kat thought the intro theme to that show was a meme and not real. What's the specific words in it that she thought was a meme? I'm gonna look at the lyrics real quick. Oh yeah. So like, just the opening line, life was like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Like, she thought that was just a meme, like, made. Like, just, she did not realize it was an actual intro theme. It was so funny for her to realize that, because we were going through, like, a whole, like, YouTube quiz video montage of, like, different, like, cartoon intros. And, like, whenever I was actually singing it, she was like, there's no way that's a real song. And it absolutely was. She's like, I thought that was a meme. Also, chat, sorry, we just missed boob resets. YouTube, cover your ears, and I know you already heard it, but cover your ears anyway. Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. It was so fun doing that, like, or watching that little video as well, because, like, you'd come across, like, some of the shows where they say the name of the show in the song, and they would, like, bleep it, or it would be, like, reversed. And it was so funny when South Park came on, because it's just this very loud bleep, or sorry, it's just this very, like, obvious, like, reversing. And it got even funnier when Sonic the Hedgehog came into play. Because literally, it's literally just going, it's literally over Sonic the Hedgehog. It's just, it's like bleeping, and then it'll like cut off because obviously they space out Sonic the Hedgehog. So it's like beep, 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 and I find humor in some of the most silliest things, but unnecessary censorship like that is so funny. It's like those videos where it's just normal everyday cartoon that you've seen episode 15 of like 1,400 times. But they'll add unnecessary censorship where it makes them seem like they're saying something completely different. Those kill me. I don't know if it's just the censor noise or if it's the implication of what is being said behind it. But like I don't know what cartoon intro was just, you know, cussing like a sailor. But it's so funny that Sonic the Hedgehog. What was also weird is in that same video, for some silly reason, they were like going on further and further, and as we got near the end, it just started shifting. It was no longer just cartoons, it then shifted to anime. Like full-on anime. Death Note was in there. When previously you had stuff like Angry Beaver and like Pinky and the Brain. And Totally Spies. Like you had like stuff like that, and then suddenly Death Note. And then the last one, the very last one of the video was just a live show, like Friends or something. I don't remember what it was. Like, okay, I guess we ran out of cartoons, even though her and I thought of like plenty of other cartoons that weren't in there. But don't worry, we immediately picked up when it was Cat Dog. Guys, I'm running out of drink. I can't polish up under these conditions. 8,020. Chat, please send me your energy. I need the shiny before odds, please. Oh, whoops. Please. I just, I can't. I can't. It hurts. It hurts so bad. You get under odds, you believe? Yeah, but like I've gotten 3 others under odds. Recent, I think is what it is. Yeah, look at those. Those are my 3 recent. All of them are under odds. Like one slightly over half, one like at an 1/8, and then one at like a almost 2/3. Like, please keep believing, but man, it ain't looking good. Go figure, Venusaur, or Bulbasaur. The one I use, like, the second most in TCG Pocket, like that deck, is, like, the one that's cursing me. Next one's gonna be shiny, please. I beg of thee. You know what? That's it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Where is it? Scatter, panic like roaches. I don't know what to do. I can't hack one in. Nor would I. But I can't hack one in. By the way, I said this was going to go to 3 hours. This is not going to go 3 hours. We just now passed the 2-hour threshold. Like on the YouTube side of things. However, I will say 2 to 3 hours have been like the sweet spot for like what it feels like YouTube. May not be getting that many views, but it still feels like the nice sweet spot. Because like I feel like if it gets too long, people are just like, God, this is 8 hours. Why would I watch this? Granted, who's like, ah, yes, 2.5, 3 hour video of absolutely nothing going on? Sure. I will put that on right there. This is more for archival like purposes. Like, you know, 10 years down the line, like 10 years down the line, it's like a fun like little retrospective of being like, look at all these videos I've made, all the days that we have been doing this. It's crazy. And there's more days like that we're doing these than there are like how you normally do it. Because like obviously I do this on Saturdays every week. But by the time we actually get to February 17th, we'll have more than 52 days. Because this is 45. But that's just because of the multiple streaming days like we're doing right now. Still though, it's gonna be a nice little retrospective to just go back to it and be like, hey, look at this. This had 3 views. For some weird reason, one of the videos got real popular. I don't know why. Let me find it again. Yeah, it's here. Going through it, recently the most popular video, for some silly reason, was Day 35, the one with the Safari Zone stipulation. It has 148 views, and I don't know why. Like, it's been like the most watched video of my last recent 100 uploads. I might have the number wrong. How many do I have it set to view? Whoops. Yeah, 100. Oh, sorry, no, 50. 50. I didn't even look at the second page. 175. That was another Shiny Dex one. That was the one with team building. So that was... Ooh, that was before Misty, so I was still gathering some Pokemon. Alright, so that was the most popular video within that time. Also, within the past 100 uploads is when I started the Shiny Living Dex. Yeah, February 17th, 2024. I mean, I published that and did the recording the same day. Right? Yeah, 217, 270, yeah. Yep. It's crazy. It's pretty cool, though. Thank you. It's just, I don't know why I decided that I wanted it all to be, like, in record, I guess, is the best way to put it. I don't know why I decided that, but I'm glad that I did, because, one, it helps me, like, revive, to a very small degree, my YouTube channel that I always had trouble uploading to, like, different videos. But it also acts as, like, a repository for people to be like, yeah, remember day 22 when he talked about socks or something. I don't know, it's just it's a fun little repository. These are also not the correct words. A fun little backlog, I guess. Like it's a lot of time to watch through. Because like if we go back to it, Back to playlist. What? Why are there only like a handful here? Oh, I'm on the second page, that's why. Like, if I go like the videos, it's like 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours. It's like, there's so much time invested in this. I should have put a timer on the screen. You know, to clutter the screen even more with shenanigans I don't need on here. But this has also helped me figure out how to like do like thumbnails and like layouts on the screen. Like, I know that I have the Mike Wazowskis in the silly like VTuber chair. But like, I like where the like the Salford, the Koki, and the Catherine like those things are. It could probably be a little bit lower, but I don't want them to cover the previous. But like, you can see the goal clearly, you know what I'm going for. You can see the previous 3 shinies, they're right there. You can see the emotes you get for being a follower. How many resets, the team on fire red, the chat. The goofy dancing Charmander lineage up there just because I think it's adorable. The background is wrong, but oh well. Which, we're going to be here for a while anyway. I might as well change the background to what it should be. Because I keep forgetting to change it. It should be this one. It is always supposed to be this one, and I kept forgetting to change it. Because I remember when we switched to Fire Red, but I'd forget when we switched back to Leaf Green. But it's supposed to be this one. So, like, I think almost all of the Bulbasaur hunts have been just the fire background. But it's just, this has helped me figure it out. Like with streaming and YouTube and stuff like that. And while I may not be super consistent on like upgrades for Twitch, which I know kind of sucks, but like I don't know how to implement it half the time, so I just don't do it. Which I really should just break that habit. But like I'm slowly trying to figure things out, and it's helping. Like during the emulation / PC things where I have like the game that we're playing as the chat background. That was such a wonderful idea that I just kind of came up with, because, and funny enough, it actually was for something completely unintentional. I was going to stream a game called Shadow Hearts from the New World, I believe is what it's called, which is a really fun RPG game. I was going to play it, and when I was looking at the screen resolution, there were 2 black bars on the sides that I couldn't change. So my idea was to take 2 images from the game and put them onto the sides, so that way, you know, it'd be like encompass, like how you have some of the like, let's say the Mega Man X collection, like how they're stuck in that kind of like square, and you can have like the little banners on the sides. So I did that initially, and it didn't like it. I obviously I never played it. Also, Raffle. I never played it on stream, despite one day I probably will. But it kind of helped spark the idea in my head that instead of having the background for chat be completely empty, to instead have the game we're playing back there. To like help, you know, for people who like happen to like not know what the game is, because like, let's say you're looking on your phone, and the phone can be finicky about not displaying what the game title, or the title of the stream, or the game is. So just having it on screen in some capacity was like always a nice thing I thought would be nice to have on there. Granted, I don't have that on the console, scene, but that's okay. The console games are probably like definitely fewer in between than the emulation / PC ones. So the emulation ones have more time to shine. Like even when we had the GameCube stay, like it was just a generic GameCube like background back there. So it's helped me make thumbnails and helped me make that background, which also once again in turn helps with thumbnails. Rip Koki, just you know, a personal F to you, buddy. I'm so sorry. But hey, only an hour left. Actually, less than an hour. Only an hour left, though. You got this, Koki. Believe in your body. Man. Twitch has definitely helped with the back end kind of things, but like I'm still bad at social media presence because I can't think of anything like funnier to put down. You're so tired, buddy. I feel you. I feel you. And you still have to drive home too. Please tell me you don't have to drive an hour like I do. Tell me your drive's only like 15 minutes. Tell me that you drive a Tesla so it can auto drive you back. Take an Uber. But I still have trouble keeping in contact with people who are posting on social media, which sucks. But I'm bad. I'm just bad. You drive for 70 minutes, and the job's worth it. Honest with me, the job's worth it for 70-minute drive. An hour and 10 minutes. It's worth it. Also, are you driving on the other side of Austria for that? Like, brother. You know what? Actually, that's where. Oh, okay. All right. All right, then. More power to you, man. I hate driving. Like driving an hour to work. I hate it. I hate driving. But I mean, if you say it's worth it, man, I believe you. Especially with how optimistic or how energetic that message seems. Yo, you got some space over there? We'll switch some careers. How much does it cost to move countries? Is citizenship easy? You back? Hello. Welcome back. Still no shiny. Dad. I'm just talking and rambling about random things, you know. Like how streaming has helped me with a lot of different things I never thought I would actually try to get into. But it still makes me really bad at having a social media presence. Or really talking to people. Which is why I'm glad that whenever you guys like do just randomly talk in the Discord, it makes me want to, you know, engage or talk in the Discord. Should have sent the link to the Discord while R3 was here, because he's not in there. C'est la vie. He'll be back one day. No, I'm glad and happy about the way my skills have improved on mainly just like picture editing. Though I know I still have a long way to go. It gives me more, even more respect than I already had for like thumbnail makers and stuff like that. Because they're doing a lot more of their custom stuff, and I'm just really doing very menial like thumbnails and even background shots. But like it's not as bad as it used to be, I can safely tell you that. It's why a lot of my videos back then don't have thumbnails, because I couldn't make thumbnails the way I wanted to. Doing great, keep it up, you're proud. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad. Daddy. Time Paradox Younger Dad. Thank you. Kat says she's happy that I do this because like I do enjoy it, even though she can't ever be here because she's at work every time I stream. Because we spend time together whenever she's not working, and so streaming while she's at work kind of just is the easiest time for me to stream. I've streamed a couple of times while she's been here. Oh yeah. I've streamed a couple of times while she was here. But that's because she was doing homework and it was my stream day anyway, so. So, you know, pop in to essentially say hi. Like, what is the thing? One time she came in and gave ice cream just while I was doing stream. This was like early in the Shiny Living Dex. She ran to the store, came back, gave me ice cream. It's like, how am I eating this? Like I'm on stream. How am I eating this? I wouldn't be able to do that now. You'd be able to hear the wrapper and everything like crisp as day because of how close the microphone is now. Yeah, banana ice cream yesterday was great. Like, was it dipped in chocolate? Did you have to peel it? Was it a banana split? And if it was a banana split, who did it split for? Why did it split? Jesus, I am struggling on the bus right now. It was a cup of banana flavored ice cream. Oh. Well, it had to have fudge with it though, right? Like, it had to have fudge with it, right? Can't have banana without fudge. Unfortunately not. Real shame right there. That's a raffle, by the way, and an F where you're unfortunately not. All right, we need some new power. I need a new image for the mics. We'll use the memes. We're gonna use you. We need a new power. Power that is unrivaled. Miscellaneous. All right, let's see what we can get here today. Let me get the music going. Go in this one. There you go. The almost eye of beholder, like Doom, Mike Wazowski. He's yoked. This is the power that I need. Surely this Mike, Demonowski will give me the shiny. And Soren won the raffle. I think it's certified Poggy's moment, Sal. They've been winning so many raffles today. I need to find a way to get my emote wall to show 17 emotes. Seeing the Poggy emote bounce all the screen will be funny. You're being dethroned? Yes. I mean, you gotta think, the more people that come here, Sal, the more competition you have. You're distracted by Cookie Clicker. That is an incredible mic. It is an incredible mic. I'm hoping that Mike, like I said, Mike Demonowski over here is able to bring me luck for the shiny Bulbasaur. He's green. The Bulbasaur's green. It just fits. I guess you could also call him the Incredible Mike, huh? Instead of the Incredible Hulk. Just with horns. Mike what? Oh, sorry. Mike what? No, it'd be like Mike Zawowski. Would be what I was trying to say. It's funnier if I could stop having a stroke every time I'm trying to think of a funny pun. The Incredible Wazowski. Zawowski. Yo, can I get Mike Wazowski's face just over Owen Wilson's face? Thanks, Photoshoppers. We're approaching 8,100 at a shockingly scary pace. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. I think my luck for shinies has gotten Thanos snapped out of existence. Oh no, I'm starting to get yawny, guys. Granted, I guess it would be the time I would normally stop here soon. But not today. Today, we get to odds. Or get the shiny. I prefer the latter. No, wait. Yes. I prefer the latter. Do not give me the former. The former would be bad. Whoops. I'm just spamming A and B. How did I'm just man, my luck is so weird. Like the shiny Charmander showed up like 6 resets into like one stream. The Snorlax popped up in 1,000 resets. The Squirtle popped up while I was hunting a Bulbasaur. All of them under odds. And then Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur itself. I saw what you sent. You don't have to say it in chat. Why? That's how I feel. Sal. That image you said, that's how I feel. It hurts. I don't even smoke, but now I feel like I need to. 100 resets. 50 resets. Away. From the first over odds of the challenge. Put that one up. I just put, like, Buff Wazowski up. I can't change it now. If I get to over odd, oh, yeah, if I get to odds, then it'll switch it. Because then I'll officially be like that Wazowski. Smoke Wazowski. Oh, so also a very funny interaction earlier today while I was donating plasma. I say funny as in like how convenient kind of thing. So I'm watching Like a Dragon Yakuza because I still need to catch up on the show because I still have the final 2 episodes to watch. And I hear the 2 workers beside me like talking about video games. One of them was talking about like, you know, a group of survivors hanging out on a horror story on a boat, which made me think of the Man Medan game, which is what she was talking about. And then the guy that they were talking to started mentioning like a horror game where like the game starts messing with you and like you go through different eras and periods of time. And I thought, this sounds this sounds oddly specific and very familiar. He was indeed also talking about Eternal Darkness, but he couldn't remember the name of it. So it's a good thing we played Eternal Darkness earlier this year, but also, now she's going to play Eternal Darkness as well. So now we have another person. Eternal Darkness was so much fun, Soren. I'm sorry you missed that. It was so fun. Did I tell them that I played it earlier? I did. Yeah, I say conveniently enough, I was playing Eternal Darkness earlier this year on stream. That's how I know exactly what game he was talking about. Because I only ever knew about Eternal Darkness like through like those kind of like things where it's like games that like try to scare you, but like it's nothing actually happens from it kind of thing. Oh my god, 8,100. Alright, 10k raffle. Also, what are odds? 1 in 8,192 for this game. With no ways to increase it because shiny hunting methods weren't invented until Gen 4. $92 off? Don't remind me, please. But yeah, Gen 1 had none. This is technically a Gen 3 game, but Gen 1 had none. Gen 2 had a quirk with shinies and the eggs. So that's not really a shiny hunting method, like officially. Gen 3 had shine manipulation, which required outside sources. Essentially a frame tracker with emeralds specifically. You could probably do it with the Eon timer and maybe like Ruby and Sapphire, but it was easiest in Emerald because it always reset your frames to 0. So Gen 3 didn't have any shiny hunting methods either. And then we got to Gen 4 where it actually started introducing methods of hunting, mainly radar chaining, which is the one that everybody knows about. And then later on found out about the Masuda method. So it's not until Gen 4 where we actually have methods to hunt. However, since this is also a Gen 3 game, we can't go backwards in time. So when I get a Ditto in this game, I can't transfer it back for Gen 2, which means in Gen 2, we're gonna have to catch a shiny Ditto, so that way we can do that funny egg method. For like 90% of the Pokemon in Gen 2. Gen 2 will probably go by really fast, relatively speaking. But the real hunts for that will be the legendaries. And the Ditto. GG's Soren. MC main character Soren. It hurts. It hurts so bad. Somebody please throw this shiny Bulbasaur in one of these balls. Please. I'm turning into dust as we speak. Please don't do that. I need them in I need them in one of these balls, not yours. Please. Musu with modern shiny odds is really nice. You got a Johto Wooper by accident, and also 2 Misui and Zora's in like 6 or 7 boxes in Violet. Exactly. Like already your odds are dropped to 4,096. Sorry, 4,096. And then Masuna method essentially giving you, I think, 2 extra checks, I think is what it is, technically speaking. So it becomes then 3 and 4,096. You don't have the patience for the shiny hunting I'm doing? Have I explained to you, Soren, exactly what it is that I'm doing? I don't remember. I don't remember if I just told you I'm shiny hunting, but with really stupid, like, stipulations. Or if I actually gave you the whole spiel. Hello, betting this the rest of my life. You think Circle explained it? Oh yeah, yeah. I'll be doing this. Yeah, I'll be doing this for the rest of my life. You're probably right. 30 years down the drain just to get like what a Snorlax again. I mean, I can explain it again if you want. I mean, I essentially almost explain it every single time I do these. Yee. All right. So I'm doing a. I was hoping I get luck with your name too. But essentially, doing a Shiny Living Dex where, you know, Living Dex means you have to have one of every Pokemon currently like in your box, and but instead of just that, the extra challenge of also having them shiny. So I gotta have each variant of a Pokemon, so Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard, all in a box, all shiny. And I gotta do that for every Pokemon. However, the caveat to it is I gotta get it in their earliest availability. So, like, since the OG Gen 1 doesn't have shinies, I decided to opt for Fire Red and Leaf Green instead. And from there, I also can't progress to the like next game and the shiny set until I beat the previous one. So I'm not allowed to like say, like on my birthday. Let's say I stream my birthday. I'm not allowed to go play Platinum for Absol. For example, well, I guess I'm not allowed to go play Emerald for Absol, for example, because I'm not done in Fire Red and Leaf Green, and I'm not done in Gold, Silver, or Crystal. So I can't hunt them until I get to that generation of game. And then whatever Pokemon I hunt in that game is free will. So like, once I finish with Gen 1, let's say in Gen 8, I don't have to hunt another Charmander, for example. There are other things as well. There's also these 5 rules. Thought that's what it was. I simply could not. Modern odds are still so much. You have much more determination than me. Just call me Undertale. Just call me Dante Undertale. But yeah, there's also those as well. The trades only from trusted sources thing is mainly for specifically like event shinies, where it's like their shinies aren't given out in any manner except they were given out in an event that I was not around for. So like that's really the only time I'll ever be doing trading, to be honest. That, and I guess technically speaking, Manaphy. And I guess like the evolution ones. But I can just do this with myself. But yeah, silly rules for a silly man. There's also a Safari Zone stipulation I have in play, but I can't remember exactly what it was. And essentially all that lets me do is have save states. It's like, it's something crazy. It's like, if I find the shiny 5 times and then do like 50,000 eggs, the 6th time I find the shiny in the Safari Zone, I can create a save state, keep trying to capture it. I keep forgetting to make the stream elements command for it. But it's something ridiculous, because I want these to be like as if I'm playing the game themselves, minus the extra game, of course. And having save states would kind of feel like it's like just invalidating. Like anytime I found a Safari mod, if I just made a save state, then it's like, what's the point? So I made these like silly, like these really ridiculous stipulations. In the event I have done my due diligence and I kind of like deserve a shiny at this point. You know what I mean? I know there are people that like will shiny hunt things forever and still not have a shiny, and I'm just like cheating my way to it. But brother, 5 random encounter shinies for a Pokemon that can run away on top of 50,000 eggs, which in this game isn't that fast, because you can only really do 1 egg at a time, essentially. Like at that point, what else can I do? More eggs? More looking in the Safari Zone? Like, it's something very, very ridiculous. It's why the rules for the Safari Zone stipulation is so very specific. And why they're really outlandish. Like, there was one person, I don't remember his exact number, but he, I think he got, like, a Darkrai after, like, a year, and, like, 20,000, like, resets, and that was a soft reset, like, encounter anyway, but it was, like, 20,000, like, soft resets for that Darkrai, and I'm just like, man, if I have to spend, like, a year, because that's going to definitely take a year, 50,000 eggs, 5 random shiny encounters, like, bruh. Like, that's going to be, like, a year hunt. Oh, so here's the raffle. Like, it's just one of those things where it's like, brother, please, I need a break, essentially. But also, I think this game is the only one that has, like, unique Safarimon that, like, I can't get anywhere else. Like, I think in the other games, like, yeah, you can, like, get previous, like, known mons. But, like, let's say in the next generation, right, with Pinsir. Pinsir? Why did I say Pinsir? Pinsir's in this game. What's a Gen 2 mon that I can think of? Sudowoodo. I think. Pseudo Gen 2? I think it is because Bonsley. Bonsley's. I'm trying to remember Pokemon now. Like, let's just say Pseudo Wuda, right? Let's say Pseudo Wuda was in the Safari Zone for 2, or for Gen 2. Well, he's also happens to be in the wild somewhere. Like, that seems to be the case of, like, most of the games going forward. There's not, like, not any real Safari Zone, like, unique mon. Except for, like, this generation. The stipulation really only affects this generation. Granted, there's only one Pseudo Wudo in Gen 2. There's only one. Per game. One. And I don't... I'm scared about that soft reset. Because that's also another 8,192 reset. And I know I'm insane for doing this. I know I am. I know I am. But who else has done this? Yeah, some people have completed Shiny Living Dexes, but who's done it like me? Like, you could play the 2 recent Switch games and probably have all the shinies before I even get done with 1 generation. That's how slow this is going to be. And painful. Which is why I'm going to be, like, so happy when I get even partially through a generation. Because these are hard. They're very hard. It's a bit different when you're doing, like, random encounters, though. Because, like, with random encounters, you can actually potentially encounter something else. Like, if I'm hunting a Clefairy and a Zubat shines, well, that's awesome. Not what I'm hunting, but it gets the Zubat out of the way. And, like, let's say, like, I'm still hunting the same Clefairy and another Zubat shines. Well, there you go. Now I have Zubat and Golbat. Like, I have a lineage done in passing while I was trying to do another one. That's what random encounter shinies are really, really cool. But these SRs hurt. The SR ones hurt. Because it's just sitting here, waiting for the same exact Pokemon every time to try and shine. With no variance whatsoever. Because it's not like playing Heart Gold and Soul Silver where you can, like, look through the carousel of Pokemon and see which one's shiny. And this one you gotta... So you have, like, 3 different chances of getting a shiny each reset, but with this it's not. And for anybody that's thinking, hey, it's a 2 in 1,000, or sorry, it's a 2 in 8,192. No, it's a 2 in whatever that number is doubled. Because unlike the Masuda method or something like that, where it technically does grant you more checks, like I said, it changes it to, like, 3 in 8,192. Let's say in, like, Platinum with the Masuda method. I'm probably wrong about that number too. Like, it's probably not a +2, it's probably a +1. But, like, it actually gives you like a check increase because it's doing an additional check. If these 2 numbers happen to link or be similar to the shiny number, then you get it. But, like, this one, these are both individual, is still 1 in 8,192. I just have 2 checks each time. Guys, we are 50 away. 25 resets. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I also need to be careful about where my legs are. If I get a shiny right now, I'm gonna, like, impale my leg on the metal. Because my desk is metal. So it has some sharp corners. I'm also starting to get tired, so like I'm probably gonna end up like not rambling as much. Why are you cat staring? You should be like cat lucking. You should be giving me the cat luck, not the cat stare. I deserve the luck. I am risking my mental health for a shiny Bulbasaur. For your entertainment. That's at least worth a bit, right? You know, the more I look at buff like Mike Wazowski, the more I just see John Travolta's face. I don't know why. Like, just a one-eyed John Travolta. Alright, here's another raffle. If we hit odds, I'll do a 20k raffle. Which is the same as just getting a shiny. But yeah, there's a raffle currently going on, 45 seconds. This is too close for comfort. This is way too close for comfort. 15 seconds. You can't give Twitch money right now, but you wish me lots of luck. Twitch money. Like, I'm just looking for hope and support. And for you to spread the word that I'm an idiot who keeps doing this silly challenge because I am stubborn. You can't give me a bit. Then give me a bite. I hungry. I'm kidding. Yeah, just spread the good word, good gospel of me, Soren. That's all you can do. If you can't pay me, do that. Pay me an exposure. Do the old Ray method. What, 36? Is that what it is? Yeah, 36. 18 resets. Dawn of the final 20. Why is it Bulbasaur, man? I'm glad it wasn't Charmander, but why is it Bulbasaur, man? Were the first three just like the tutorial teaser taste test? Like, alright, you ran out your free trial now. Start paying me money. Hitting me with the live service subscription fee. Ba-ba-da-boo, ba-ba-doo-boo, ba-da-ba. I don't know what hurts more. The fact that I have listened to the pickup sound for essentially what I combined 20,000 times. or the fact that, like, I have to hear Gary's every time he gets it too. Bulbasaur, is this what I get for making fun of you? Because I never pick you as my starter. I always pick Charmanders, is why you're angry. And you refuse to shine. What did I do? I didn't do nothing. But I'm being blamed on by a weird dinosaur creature with a plant on its back. Alright, we just passed the 3-hour mark on Twitch's side. YouTube, we still have about 15 minutes. Incredible. 3 hours and nearly 492 resets later. Still nothing. It is bone dry here in the desert. Don't know how this plant life is surviving in the harsh desert. The sands of time have not aged well. The Prince of Persia is not here. Neither is his time-traveling amulet. If I could go back in time, I would just change his Pokemon hunting. Bulbasaur doesn't. No, you know what? I'll say that after I got Squirtle. I didn't need to hunt Bulbasaur more after I got Squirtle. I should have just moved on, proceeded with the story in Fire Red. Fire. I could have already finished off the Elite Four and the Champion. I don't know why I took on this accent. I could be doing random encounters for different Pokemons in the Sapphire Zone. But instead, I'm stuck here in Professor Oak's laboratory, trying to get a dinosaur plant that evolves into a bigger dinosaur plant. I know nothing but pain and suffering. But if I've learned one thing from playing too many video games, that perseverance does eventually pay off. I have almost every exotic in Destiny 2, and those have low drop chances sometimes. However, in my gacha games, I always complain about the fact that people always seem to get like double limited character drops, and I'm like, where's mine? I would love a double character limited drop. Instead, my luck says, guess what, stupid? You're gonna get a double limited character drop in a closed alpha where your data doesn't continue over. Like, brother, please. I need the luck. Give it to me when the full game releases. I had the picture and everything too. I'm losing my mind. Welcome to Doug Dimmadome's homes of the Dougstale Dimmadome. What am I saying? I am just I'm just rambling. My throat's getting dry. My southern's slipping. I'm incrementing. I don't want to get to odds. I don't want it. I'm going through it. These are the 8 stages of grief. Apparently Southern is part of the 8 stages of grief, so. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. The shiny will be you. Is it my pants? Am I wearing the wrong pants for shinies today? Oh, I didn't do the I didn't do the raffle for 75. So there's the raffle for 75. Oh, man. I can't believe it. My first overall gonna be a stupid dinosaur plant. All because I never pick it when I do my run. Pikachu is always better in Pokemon Yellow anyway. On the bright side, at least some people are winning. Not me though, but some people. Just as a reminder, we'll be ending in 16 check for the day. But the odds are in 8 checks. You know what? I'm just gonna bathe in the silence of these final features. All right. Final check. But then we're over odds. In honor of the Squirtle. There it is. No shiny. 8,192 checks, huh? Oh well. That's all right. All right. The first over odds hunt begins. If it shines, if it shines within the next 8 checks, I'm probably going to yell at the Bulbasaur and cuss. Just to let you know. Yeah, 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 and it had to be on the stupid dinosaur plant. I don't like Bulbasaur that much anyway. I never liked you anyway, Bulbasaur. I didn't even want you. I'm doing you for collection purposes. Hi, Circle. How are you? Did Soren rope you into coming, or are you on break? Also, greatly advancing your lead, Soren, with the 20k raffle easy win. You just got home from New York? Ooh. What? Wait. That's very strange timing, Circle. Care to explain yourself? Or is this a plead the fifth kind of moment? For legal reasons. The plan was successful. It's kind of funny because you also came in at the very end of this. You had business business to attend to. So by the way, like I said, you kind of came in at a bad time because this is gonna be the last check of the day. We got to over odds, which sucks. I had business to attend to. Anyway, but it's okay. You didn't miss much because we're gonna be doing this again tomorrow. All games are on hold until I get the stupid Bulbasaur. Business that does not concern you. Okay, that's the last check. Alright. We got to 8,200 resets. 8,200 resets. I need Wesker to rip my inners out. Oh, give me the Ouroboros, please. Alright. 8,200. It's finally happened. Yours is for a different reason, Soren. It's finally happened. It took the 4th Pokemon to hit over odds. And it only took 10 months. But don't worry, we'll be doing more back-to-back stuff of this for this weekend because I want to get this stupid Bulbasaur. But YouTube, if you made it this far, thank you. Twitch, thanks for being suckers and, you know, hanging out with me as I suffer and demean myself for your viewing pleasure. But with that, YouTube, I'm going to be wrapping up here. So while Circle decides what he wants to do with his newfound money, if you want to say bye to YouTube, now would be your chance. So thank you all for coming. I will bid you all adieu, and memento mori. Have a good one, guys.